Scott Case has played a whale of a game today, putting the hits on. Out of the shotgun and 4 wide receivers again against the Cowboy nickel with Bates in the middle. Here's a pass in the flat, picked up by the Cowboys. Larry Brown may score at the 30.
The Dallas Cowboys have won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Will 1996 bring yet another Vince Lombardi trophy? 29 other NFL teams are out to stop them. The National Football League. No other professional sport has such compelling appeal. Witness the artistry. The intensity. The spectacle.
Marcus Allen dives over for the touchdown for Kansas City. His 100th career rushing touchdown.
Move over, James Lofton. You've just been passed by Jerry Rice in the record book. And Dan Marino has the granddaddy of them all now. Most touchdown passes ever.
It's America's autumn ritual, stirring up passions that only a hometown fan can understand. I'm Peter King of Sports Illustrated, your host for the 1996 Pittsburgh Steelers Video Yearbook, featuring a retrospective of last year's Super Bowl team, Pittsburgh's first since the 70s, entitled 60-Minute Men. A pair of Pittsburgh Classics segments, the career of Franco Harris, and a look back at Super Bowl X. Plus, a look at today's Steelers, the proven stars and those on the rise. How do they stack up against the defending Super Bowl champs? Let's take a look at the 1996 Pittsburgh Steelers. In the offseason, I heard a lot of people talk about the Steelers as has-beens, also-rans, team that's going to slide into mediocrity because of all the free agent losses they've had. But in the 4 years of true free agency in the NFL, they've had 15 starters go on the free agent market. 0 have re-signed with the team. But the reason that the Steelers aren't particularly worried is because throughout time, they haven't been crippled by free agency. So I think this is a team that just says, we're going to win with the guys who are here.
The tempo set in our place by us and maintained all day by us. And we'll do it one play at a time, starting with this return. Now let's go.
The Steelers' defense may have lost Kevin Green, but it still has plenty of muscle. Led by star performers like Carnell Lake, Rod Woodson, and the game's most feared linebacker, Greg Lloyd. Lloyd is still one of the most disruptive defenders in football, an intimidating presence before, during, and even after a game.
I always hate covering the Steelers when they lose, because that means that you go into the locker room after the game and Greg Lloyd is a sphinx by his locker. And it's almost like he's catatonic. What happens with Greg Lloyd is that he takes this stuff beyond seriously. And, he's so intense and so intent on his game and on winning that he's just a bear to deal with when they lose. Conversely, when they win or if good things have happened in the game for him, he's so good at explaining the ins and outs of the game. And I think that he's one of those guys who you really like to see play well in the NFL because in so many ways he's a throwback, but just because of how hard he plays, and because of his leadership on the field.
Keep doing what we're doing. Ain't no pressure on nobody out here, man. Listen, they can't do anything on us. Let's not give up big plays. Third play action. Anybody got any keys, let everybody know. Keep playing gap defense, man. Hey, talk to the guy next to you. Trust him. 1, 2, 3, D. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, D.
While Lloyd continues to anchor the defense, receiver Yancey Thigpen is one of the constants on a new-look offense. Thigpen remains a reliable target despite adjusting to a new starting quarterback.
I think Yancey Thigpen really has provided the Steelers with something that they haven't had since Lynn Swann, and that's a legitimate deep threat. A lot of the guys they've had over the years, even starting with John Stallworth, they were more, possession guys. They were more intermediate route guys. But I think Thigpen gives them a guy, a force that they really haven't had in several years.
Steps up into the pocket, fires a pass, complete to Thigpen, dancing into the end zone. The Steelers have a touchdown. What a job by Thigpen. He willed himself into the end zone.
Thigpen isn't the Steelers' only electrifying weapon. Second-year man Cordell Stewart can still do it all as a quarterback/running back/receiver. And he even finds time to do some hair cutting on the side.
And Sanchez, you can't stop me. I'm the barber, and I'm going to go right in there. And the barber goes in for the big six.
What a breath of fresh air this kid was, not only to this team, but I think to this game.
Everybody at home, what's up?
Bill Cowher wanted to see Cordell Stewart inserted more into this game plan. I think you're going to see more and more of that as the year rolls on, where instead of Cordell being just a receiver and maybe taking 3 snaps from center, he might take 2 or 3 series.
With Stewart and several other offensive players adjusting to new roles this season, it may seem difficult to keep everyone on the same page. But fiery head coach Bill Cowher knows how to keep his players focused.
Damn it, let's go! Let's go! Hey, let's cover, man! Hey, Freddie Mac, let's cover!
Sometimes you look at Bill Cowher and you say, this guy's got to be kidding.
Let's go!
Does this rah-rah stuff really work? And I've asked enough players on the Steelers about this over the years, and it works for them, because once you get into the arena, you have to play a lot on emotion.
Let's go!
And he is emotional, but not in an obnoxious way.
Let's keep him down here. Let's go. Good job.
See him as a holler guy. You say, do the players really respect this? But, even off the record, the players will tell you, hey, that stuff works even in the NFL.
Good job, big guy. I'm with you, brother. Nice job. Nice job.
The Steelers may not be exactly the same team that nearly upset Dallas in the Super Bowl, but their defense still packs plenty of punch. Their offense features some different twists, with new faces like Jerome Bettis joining familiar ones like Stewart and Thigpen. And though some key performers are missing from last year's AFC champions, Steelers fans still have hopes of rooting this revamped team on to the 1996 postseason and beyond.
As you can see, the Steelers possess some impressive football talent. Last year, they used their talent well enough to reach Super Bowl 30. But it wasn't an easy Super Bowl road for a team that started the season 3-4 and withstood key injuries before turning things around. Here's a look at those gritty Steelers in their 1995 highlight film, 60-Minute Men.
This is a 60-minute proposition. I'm going to tell you something. No matter how it starts, the most important thing is how you finish. But let's set the tempo right with this kickoff.
The Pittsburgh Steelers entered the 1995 season with championship dreams, only to seemingly have them crushed in the early weeks of the season. Injuries to key players and 4 losses in their first 7 games threatened to doom the Steelers' season of promise. But head coach Bill Cowher refused to let his team quit. And a season of pain turned into a Super Bowl run.
Good job! Let's go!
Every game became a 60-minute battle, and the Steelers fought each war to the last tick of the clock.
The clock is winding. It's down to 6:30 remaining.
And we got ourselves a tooth and nail ball game once more.
Clock winds to 5:25 remaining.
Come on! Hey!
Clock at 2:34.
Yoy and W.
1:51 to go.
Holy smokes!
And the clock winds to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
You know what you did? You find a way to win. There's a belief, there's a will, and I'll tell you what, if you stay at things and you don't ever stop believing, you make your own good fortune.
You gotta play for 60 minutes. You gotta play for 60 minutes.
Starting with the opening day of the season, Pittsburgh's 60-minute men battled to the final seconds.
The game is riding on the right foot of free agent Norm Johnson. Snap down, kick on its way. It's up, it's good. We're out of here. The Steelers win their opener.
The following week, Andre Hastings ignited a win in Houston.
Taking it as Hastings finds a wall left. He's at the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. Beats the kicker at the 40. There goes Andre Hastings all the way for the Steeler touchdown.
Mike Tomczak started in place of injured quarterback Neil O'Donnell and hit tight end Mark Bruner for his first career touchdown catch in the Steelers' win. The team's fast start was deceiving, however. Rod Woodson's knee injury in Week 1 kept him out the rest of the regular season, and painful losses dropped the Steelers to 3-4. The low point came in Jacksonville, where despite Steve Avery's tremendous effort, the Steelers were stunned by the expansion Jaguars.
The Steelers have been ambushed here in Jacksonville. The Steelers now have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how they're going to get back into the playoff picture.
After the 7th game, man, we did some soul searching.
This group of men have been through a lot. As the adversity comes, allow us our resolve to grow stronger.
Guys came together and, we spent a little more time in the meeting rooms and looking at a little bit more film. Just doing the smaller things. And I think we came together a little bit more.
We decided that, what had happened, and let's make this a 9-game season.
We got 9 games left, baby. We got to make the best of them. That's all there is to it.
And everybody understood what their role was. They stepped it up. They became focused, and there was a belief in that, we can do this.
This is an all-day proposition. Our backyard from the first kickoff to the last. Let's get after it.
Let's do it! Let's get nasty!
He's going over the middle again.
In Week 9, the Steelers unloaded on Jacksonville.
Make him run up the middle. He run up the middle. He can't do. He's scared too. That bitch damn right. He's sliding 10 feet away from the nearest person. He better slide. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Joining the hit parade were cover men like Dante Jones, Fred McAfee, and number 41, Lethon Flowers.
Start of a 9-game season. And I'm going to tell you something. The next 8 weeks, we're going to take it 1 week at a time. You can talk about all the things that have happened to this football team, but the one thing you can't take away is a resolve.
The Steelers never showed more resolve than the following week in Chicago, as they battled back time and time again and overcame 2 fourth-quarter deficits. Eric Pegram added new spark to the offense with a career-high 3 touchdowns. But the Steelers still trailed by 7 in the final minutes before receiver Ernie Mills came up big in the clutch.
4th and a long 6, almost 7. One last gasp for the Steelers and 1:10 remaining. Shotgun empty, sent O'Donnell back, delayed blitz. He fires over the middle. Touchdown Steelers! Ernie Mills!
In overtime, Norm Johnson, who would finish as the AFC's leading scorer, capped the thrilling victory.
The snap, the hold, the kick is on its way, and we're out of the Windy City. The Steelers win it. The Steelers win it. The Steelers win it in overtime.
In a season filled with pitfalls, it was easy to lose one's footing.
Damn you! Damn you, McNair! The first time somebody's got me off my feet.
Head coach Bill Cowher refused to stay down, however, and made sure his players remained on even ground.
Listen. I love your enthusiasm. Hey, listen. Remember, let's listen. Poise, okay? Don't cost us 15. All right, don't cost us 15.
In his most challenging season, Cowher wasn't afraid to shuffle his lineup and his game plan to come up with the right formula. His boldest move was to switch all-pro safety Carnell Lake to cornerback, and Lake responded to the challenge with a Pro Bowl season. Lake's move left his safety spot to young Myron Bell, who learned from veteran Darren Perry. At the other corner, number 27, Willie Williams, filled the big shoes of Rod Woodson and led the AFC with 7 interceptions.
He's up to the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40. Still on his feet, cuts inside at the 30. Now he goes to the middle of the field at the 20. Leads a run at the 15, 10. Willie Williams goes all the way for that Steeler touchdown.
Williams had one of 2 Steelers interception returns for touchdowns in an early season win over the Chargers.
Intercepted. Here comes a Steeler with a football, and this is Alvoid Mays up the right sideline, and he's in for the Steeler touchdown.
On offense came even more changes as the Steelers opened things up to become one of the league's most explosive teams. Receivers like Charles Johnson, Andre Hastings, and Ernie Mills helped the Steelers lead the AFC in scoring. The wide-open offense meant new adjustments up front for lineman Justin Strelzik, rookie Brendan Stye, Tom Newberry, John Jackson, and the league's premier center Dermontti Dawson, who all helped a new star emerge in the Steelers' offense. Receiver Yancey Thigpen became a Pro Bowl performer with a team record 85 catches, and his more than 1,300 yards made him the first Steelers 1,000-yard receiver in 10 years. While Thigpen was the Steelers' most productive weapon, a certain rookie became the league's most unpredictable.
I see Cordell Stewart into the ballgame. Cordell Stewart is in there as a wide receiver.
Slash is lined up in the backfield.
Stewart in the slot left. Cordell Stewart is the quarterback. Slash in motion to the outside left, and he's going to pooch it. He does it all.
Cordell Slash Stewart was the most versatile performer to hit the NFL in years.
That Cordell Stewart is strictly a crazy lad.
Cordell is a quarterback. Cordell rolling right. Fakes the pitch and turns upfield and gets the first down to the 25-yard line. Welcome to College Football USA.
Yes, take us back to the dear old campus.
Hey, Slasher! Look like you run that before. Good job, Slash.
Pitch back to the left side. Stewart looking for the block. Turns it at the 20, the 15, the 10. One man to beat, and he's into the end zone for the Steeler touchdown. Cordell Stewart.
He is blockbuster stuff. He's the rave of the National Football League.
Cordell is rolling right. Looking, pumping. Now he wants to throw it back, and he ducks out of there, and he's going to reverse field. He gets a block. He's running at the 10. Now he's going to throw it on the run into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers! What a play by Cordell Stewart, and only a great athlete could make it happen.
Stewart not only helped beat the Browns on a Monday night, but also opened things up for the rest of the attack. And the Steelers' new offense was at its best in an amazing Week 12 comeback in Cincinnati. Pittsburgh erased the 31-13 deficit with 36 unanswered points.
The Steelers have battled from 18 points back and now trail by 3.
Stewart in the slot. Back is O'Donnell. He's looking for Stewart. Stewart's open. He's got it at the 40, the 30, the 25. Stumbling. Cordell Stewart is going to go all the way for the Steelers touchdown. And Cordell Stewart is just something else.
The Steelers' greatest comeback in years proved they could now win the shootouts as well as the slugfests, and showed that their offense was now as dangerous as their ever-intimidating defense.
Everybody taking care of business. Everybody get to the gap. And listen, let's have some fun with this, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3.
Up front, pressure came from Joel Steve, Brinson Buckner, Bill Johnson, number 76 Kevin Henry, and Ray Seals. At linebacker, Kevin Green was joined by Levon Kirkland, one of the league's premier run stuffers, as well as rising star Chad Brown. And the leader of the group was once again Greg Lloyd, whose punishing style earned him his 5th straight Pro Bowl appearance. Under new defensive coordinator Dick LeBeau, the unit ranked 3rd in the NFL. And in Week 13, the defense forced turnovers on the Browns' first 2 possessions, with a second takeaway setting up a score by Mark Bruner. The Steelers hung on for their 5th straight victory and continued their winning streak the following week against the Oilers.
O'Donnell, short pocket pass over the middle. It's pulled in. Here's Yancey Thigpen. He's loose in the secondary, and he's going to go all the way. Yancey Thigpen, 33 yards. Yeah!
The win earned the Steelers their 3rd division title in 4 years.
You won a division. You've ensured yourself at least one playoff game here. I'm going to tell you something, guys. We're going for a bye week in every playoff game.
The next week, the voracious Steelers defense forced 4 turnovers and nearly ripped the Raiders to shreds.
Hang on. He's trying to shake you off and everything. Hang on like a Rottweiler.
1 week later, the Mad Dogs stayed on the attack.
And the ball is loose and picked up, and here comes a big man with it. It is Brinson Buckner. And he's rambling, he's going all the way for the Steeler touchdown.
Let's go. Put these guys away. Let's tee off, man.
Another defensive touchdown put the finishing touches on the Steelers' 8th straight win.
He's tackled immediately. He lost it. And he lost the football. And the Steelers are scrambling for it. They pick it up. Here comes Chris Oldham. He's running for the end zone. And he's down and in for the touchdown. The Steelers have scored again.
What you've done now is you've earned yourself a week off. Now, I'll tell you what. If teams have to come through here, go to the Super Bowl.
Yep, baby.
They're in for a long
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah. 60 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen.
I do.
How it unfolds. Let's respond. Let's play this thing 60 minutes. Let's wait. Let's go.
O'Donnell's going to throw it this time. He's back for the end zone. The pass is caught in the end zone. A leaping grab by Ernie Mills. What a play.
In their opening playoff game, the Steelers overpowered the Bills.
Bam through the hole, and he's on his feet at the 5. He's all the way for the Steeler touchdown.
Right now, the most important thing is that we're playing again next week. This was a 3-game season.
1 of 3. Right,
that's the first game, and next week is the second game. And I don't give it 3. We play.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indy Colts. The 2 teams battling for the right to go to the Super Bowl. They in this whole city vividly remember what happened in the AFC Championship game last year.
Let's go, Steelers! Yeah!
Every one of them. We cannot take this team lightly. You got play pass, stay on your man. That's how it's got to be.
And now he's going to scramble right. Gets a block.
Look at Cordell.
Turns, looks for the end zone, fires, and it's out of the end zone for the touchdown. Slash Stewart pulls it in the right corner of the end zone.
The Steelers went ahead 10-6, but the Colts came back with a fourth quarter touchdown to regain the lead. In order to avoid another championship game disappointment, the Steelers needed to dig down deep and muster every ounce of heart they had, beginning with a key defensive stand in the final minutes.
Third one, and he turns and he gives it to Lamont Warren, and he's tripped up, and he doesn't make it.
And I think it was Willie Williams coming from the other side from the corner who tracked him down in the backfield.
Next, it was do or die for the offense with just over 2 minutes remaining.
Now it's no tomorrow. It's 4th down and 3 for the Steelers at the Colts 47-yard line. 3-man rush. O'Donnell steps up. Looks, fires, pass complete at the 45-yard line. That's a Steeler first down on 4th down.
Oh boy, everybody here is on pins and needles.
Neal out of the shotgun. 4-man rush. He's going to throw it deep. And there's a man open down there, and it is caught at the 3-yard line and out of bounds at the 1. What a great grab by Ernie Mills. First and goal, Steelers at the Colts 1. And the clock is now stopped at 1:38. The Steelers give it to the right, and driving into the end zone is Sam Morris for the Steelers touchdown. And this place erupts. This place has gone berserk.
Look, they are jumping 60,000 people, jumping up and down, waving them down. The place is shaking.
With the Steelers protecting a 4-point lead, the game came down to one final play.
Here we go. For the right to go to the Super Bowl. Harbaugh, 5 seconds left is back. He has time and he launches a rainbow and it goes up and it's starting to come down to the end zone. And down there it is juggled and in the end zone. Oh my God! The ball hit the turf. The Steelers are headed to Phoenix. And this is one of the most unbelievable football games we have ever witnessed.
For you, Dad. For you. For you. You deserve it. You really did. This trophy, while it's only half of what we want to accomplish, is for Dan Rooney and, more importantly, the fans of Pittsburgh, baby. This is for you. We've come too far. We've overcome too much. Remember what we said. Poise, 60 minutes, and physical. Right on this kickoff.
In Super Bowl 30, the Steelers fell behind 13-0.
Lot of football. Lot of football, man. Lot of football left. Let's go. Let's go. Lot of football.
Pittsburgh refused to give in and mounted a drive before halftime to get back into the game.
Slant pattern for the goal line. Touchdown Steelers. Pulling that ball in is Yancey Thigpen. And this place is on fire. Look at the terrible towel swirling.
I'm telling you, I love it.
In the second half, the defense clamped down on Emmitt Smith and the Cowboys as Levon Kirkland extended himself beyond the limit to get to the ball carrier. As the Steelers battled back from a 20-7 deficit, perhaps no one personified their heart more than Rod Woodson, the only player ever to come back from as serious a knee injury to play in the same season. After a Norm Johnson field goal cut the Cowboys' lead, the youngest head coach in Super Bowl history was faced with one of his toughest decisions.
Want to go surprise on side? What do you think, Cam? Surprise on side? Hey, let's do it. Surprise on side. Hey, Dick, I'm going on side here. Not leaving anything in the bag.
One of the gutsiest Super Bowl calls ever paid off.
The Steelers try an outside kick, and they got it! And a man running with the football at the 50, and is out of bounds on the far sideline. With that football for the Steelers is Deon Figures. How about that?
Let's go! Let's go! Hey, Marty! Let's go! Let's go!
Third down and goal from inches away. Again, a tight formation. The give to Bam. And Bam walks into the end zone for the Steeler touchdown off the right side. And we got a dandy in Super Bowl 30. And the towel is twirling here in the Valley of the Sun.
And them terrible towels are twirling all over.
That's a gutsy call on the onside, though, right?
Great call.
Huh?
Great call.
Close. I loved it.
4:09 remaining. He gets the snap. Here comes an outside blitz. The pass is picked off. An open field. Here comes Larry Brown to the 15. He's to the 10, and he's knocked out of bounds on the far side at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
The Steelers' comeback fell short, but only after they had bravely fought the entire 60 minutes.
I'm sorry. We'll see you in the locker room, okay?
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Good job, Bill.
I looked down at my daughter, and what she said to me, I'll never forget. She said to me, she looked down and she said, "Daddy, win or lose, you'll still be my hero." I remember telling her that you win some and you lose some, and that the most important thing is that you do your best. And I can honestly say our football team did that. I think that was one thing that you could say about the Pittsburgh Steelers, is that regardless of how it unfolded, we were going to finish it off. And that was the one thing you could be assured of, that you were going to have to play us for 60 minutes and maybe more sometimes.
There were times during the 1995 season the Steelers could have given in, but that's not what these men were about. The 1995 Pittsburgh Steelers never stopped battling until the final tick of the clock, and their will to fight to the very end made them football's true 60-minute men.